Hi, Angelina.
Hi, Jessica.
How are you?
Good. How are you?
I'm good. We're welcoming everybody to our choral conversations with the marketing team
Welcome.
from US, North America. So I'm the marketing manager, and Angelina.
I'm the content manager.
Yes. So we're excited to have this conversation and just talk all things Choral Club. So maybe Angelina, tell us like where you're from and where you're living right now.
Sure. So I was born and raised in Los Angeles, California, and right now I live in Moscow, Russia, but I do go back and forth sometimes to LA, to Moscow, and yeah. What
I
about
love
you?
that. Me, so I was born in LA like you, raised in Vegas, lived in LA for some time, and now I'm back in Vegas. So kind of like you, I'm back and forth between Las Vegas and LA.
Hmm.
Yeah.
Amazing.
So LA girls at heart.
Los Angeles girls, always.
Yes. So we're just gonna have a conversation today just to talk about things Choral Club. We work internally for the company, but we love the company. So it's good to let people have some insight into our company that they might not know.
Yes.
So just sharing some background. How did you even get to know about Choral Club?
Sure. So, Choral Club, I got to know actually from my friend,
Okay.
because she had a friend who was having some kind of stomach issues, and she
Okay.
tried Choral Club's detox
Okay.
packs, and they really helped her. And
Okay.
she told my friend told me, and then I found out that they have a job vacancy, and I was very excited.
I love that. Me, I went more of the traditional like job route kind of path. So I was looking for a new job, just wanted to do something in product. I worked a lot with influencers, a lot on marketing with content because film is my background. But especially after COVID, I wanted to do something that had to do with health, wellness, just overall being, just so that I can work for a company that has a soul that cares about people. So funny
Mhm.
enough, Coral Club came up. I had no idea about the company or anything at all. But I applied, and the as I started to research the website, talk to everybody, I'm like, I actually want to be here. So that's how I
Yes.
found out, and I'm so happy.
Yes, we're all so happy that you joined the company.
Thank you, thank you. It's such an amazing team. So, talking more about health wise, so I know we're working with the company, but just more like on a personal note, important to you about health?
Right. So, as the friend of the friend, I also
Hmm.
struggle with stomach problems a lot.
Hmm.
And the stomach problems then give me skin problems. So,
Hmm.
those two are definitely the biggest parts of healthcare for me.
Hmm.
And so, looking into Coral Club, I know I like saw that they have face masks and
Hmm.
certain packs and kind of other things for your stomach, for your
Yeah.
gut. And yes, that really intrigued me, and those are definitely the two most important parts for me.
I love that. For me, for sure, hydration, because I'll forget to drink water sometimes. And then I'll be like, why am I so tired? Like, why don't I have energy to do anything?
Yeah, why
So,
is my brain so foggy?
yeah,
Yes,
I'm like,
yes.
wow, I'm so tired. And my friends will be like, did you drink water? Yeah. So then
Yeah.
hydration
Mhm.
is a big deal for me. Another one is
Mhm.
energy. And I guess it kind of falls in line is having good energy, good hydration. And much like you, I think like skincare, I want to make sure that like I'm having good skin and I know that starts from your gut outward. So I guess it's all related.
Mhm. Yes, gut
Yeah,
health is so important, and drinking water
for sure.
honestly solves so many problems. Whether you have a headache,
Hmm.
stomach problems, it helps
Hmm.
with stomach lining, skin problems. But
Yeah.
yeah.
What product did your friend try from Coral Club that helped her to get better?
I believe it was Coral Detox.
Okay, okay. Oh, so she went through the
Hmm.
program.
Yes, yes, I'm pretty sure. Yeah.
Did she tell you how it was?
No, no, so it
Okay.
wasn't someone that I personally know really well.
Okay.
It was just my friend telling me, "Oh, there's this company," and yeah.
I want to go through that. I've seen some of our people that are distributors slash leaders, and they also promote our company. And I've seen them have amazing results that was seriously life-changing for them. So that's the next step on it because they said that it helped their skin, their health, their joints. So I think like how do you feel about this? Because some people feel like they should wait until they're like, okay, when I'm 40, 50, that's when I should get into that kind of
Oh,
stuff. Or are you the
mhm.
kind of person that it's like, no, right now I should already think about it?
No, I think right now
Yeah.
I'm 26, but I
Mhm.
think the sooner that you start, the better.
Yeah.
And honestly, with the foods that everyone's eating now
Yeah.
and kind of just all the environmental problems that are happening, I
Yeah.
think it's so important to take care of your health
I
from an early
agree.
age.
I agree. And especially living in USA, all of our stuff, like honestly, I know you're in Europe. The food in USA, I will say it tastes amazing, but it's so
Mhm.
bad, overly
It
processed.
is.
And the stuff that are organic, I'm like, are you sure? So that's the thing. I noticed that when I travel, maybe even to Europe or other countries, I'm living my best life. I feel so
Yes.
healthy, everything like that. So I think that's another thing that kind of attracted me here, or at least from how I knew it. I know that the company is so much larger. I'm in Europe for
Hmm.
now, and they've now we have a presence in North America, but I like the quality and the standards that we have in
Hmm.
our products, and that's something that I needed because we have so many like health supplements here. But then when you look at the ingredient list, you're like, how do you pronounce that maltodextrose? What?
Yeah, yes, I agree.
So
Yes.
similarly, I also care about kind of having supplements to balance the bad food that we're getting here. I don't know
Hmm.
how do you feel compared to when you're living in Russia and eating food in Russia compared to LA? Is there any difference for you at all?
A huge difference.
Okay.
I was recently in LA in October of
Okay.
2024, and I was only
Yes.
there for 2 weeks, and I felt the difference, just the bloating, even just that skin-wise and energy levels. I just always felt tired. I was always bloated, and when I'm in Moscow, I don't have those issues,
Hmm.
and I'm always more energized. And even my friend, she went to also LA for 2 months, and the first month she was just so concerned about her energy levels, why she always felt so almost heavy,
Yeah.
and just that she just constantly would have stomach problems because her body was not used to the food there. But that was her first time in America.
Wow.
But yeah, I've heard a lot of people say that the food really affects them,
Yeah.
and when they compare it to Europe or,
Hmm.
other parts that are more, I guess, European or Eastern kind of.
Yeah. And I wonder why that is. And I think that's even all the more why everybody's looking for different supplements to help them. On TikTok, I'm always seeing people going through like 10 steps. They have their probiotics, they have their green
Hmm.
shake, they have everything. And it's so sad that we have to have like a million steps, collagen,
Yes,
everything
yes.
just to kind of have like
Hmm.
essentially to kind of offset that. And for me, it's tricky because it's like, okay, so which one works? What should I do over the other? Because I don't know if you're able to take all those many supplements
Yeah,
all the
that's
time. Like, is it good for you?
yeah. I would take probiotics so much in America when I lived in LA,
Yeah,
because of the constant stomach problems. It was a very
right.
important thing for me and for my mom, actually. We would
Okay.
drink also kefir, which you can find
Yes.
in like Armenian markets most of the
Yes.
time. Well,
Hmm.
that's where we got it from.
Yeah.
And that really helped as well. But
Hmm.
yeah, I think
Yeah.
supplements are great.
Yeah.
When you know what you need, they're really
Hmm.
good. And when the
Yeah.
ingredients are great. Yeah.
That's the part. And I think sometimes people don't know what they need. Sometimes they're like, I have a skin problem,
Mhm.
but maybe it's a gut health issue, or I have this problem, but maybe it's
Yes.
something else. So I think that's another thing about Coral Club that I kind of personally prefer is that we have like systems and products that work with each other. So you might be
Hmm.
thinking, oh, I have an issue here, but then they're like, no, take this system, and then it
Yes.
fixes everything with
I
you in
agree.
general. So for me, like I said,
Hmm.
hydration, I started with Coral Mine, which is like obviously one of our first products, and I love it because it keeps me hydrated. It's like super alkalizing, which I didn't even know I needed to be alkalized until I started taking it. So yeah, kind of to segue, maybe what is your favorite product that we have that you find helpful?
Right. My favorite product as of right now is
Hmm.
actually one of the Ocean Glow masks,
Okay.
specifically the Skin Harmony mask.
Okay.
And this is all because of a story that started in January.
Tell us.
New Year started, my had like a New Year's resolution. I was like, okay, I'm going to get the clear glass skin that everyone has, the glowing Hailey Bieber donut skin, the glazed donut skin. And so I set a task. I went to a dermatologist that so many people had recommended to me,
Hmm.
but sadly, it was not a good experience.
Got it.
I went in, told her I personally have very, very sensitive skin,
Hmm. Hmm.
and she did a lot of exfoliation, peelings, and just kind of loaded my skin with way too much.
Right.
And she kept telling me to come back every 2 weeks,
Mm.
and I believed her. I kept going back. And my skin just got honestly just completely ruined. I
Yeah.
had redness everywhere, breakouts all the time, and I couldn't figure out what it was. And I called my best friend and I on FaceTime and she was like, "Oh
Hmm.
my gosh, what's wrong with your skin?" And she just told me that you need to stop doing everything and just
Yeah.
get face masks that are specifically for healing your skin barrier and
Hmm.
calming everything down. And
Hmm.
I knew Coral Club had that. So I just had to get the Skin Harmony mask. And as soon as I started using it, it just helped me so much. And I actually used it this morning.
Love it.
And it was amazing. I had my morning coffee and a skincare mask on. It was really great.
I love
But it
that.
really helped me. It really helped restore the skin barrier, which was, well, the problem was it wasn't that I had anything else wrong with me. It was just way too
Right.
much loaded onto my skin. So yeah, sometimes less is more
Yeah.
with skincare, but I really love that mask.
Hmm.
And I think for this season, everyone is sick, and I
Yeah.
really want to try out the immunity pack. That's my
Same.
next one.
Yeah, I need to try that or Parashield. I've heard like amazing
Hmm.
wonders about that. But I love what you said about your skin. For me, I need to still try the mask. We've been working with influencers who have also been
Hmm.
getting the mask. And after they'll be like, I actually really love this mask. I get so many collabs with this was my favorite. So I'm
Hmm.
happy to hear that feedback. I need to try. Of course, I'm
You
always
do.
trying to get the glass skin. I guess it's a trend right now.
It
So I have
is.
like an a million step routine, but I like that you said less is more. And for me, I'm always like, okay, let me drink so much water. Let me do this, that. But I think I need to get into those masks. So
Yes,
for
and they
sure.
stick to your skin so
Mhm.
nice because it's biocellulose.
Yeah.
And it's so nice. You can walk around. You don't have to stay still and not move
Yeah.
because it's going to fall off. So it's really nice. Yeah, feels great.
How long did it take for your skin to heal? So maybe when you started using the mask, did it like was it immediately or was it like over like a week or how was it for you?
I would say it took about 2 weeks overall, but that's
Okay.
because I was going to the dermatologist, for three
Okay.
months.
Yeah.
So for 3 months, just getting your skin kind of
Hmm.
foliated and
Right.
peeled off was too much. So I used the face mask twice a week,
Okay.
and it really helped. And then I wouldn't use anything else, just the face
Okay.
mask
Okay.
and moisturizer,
I
and
love
that's it. And
that.
it really, really helped.
Helped you. I
Yeah.
think that's actually a fast recovery because like once you mess up your skin barrier, that's serious. So I think that's pretty for
Hmm.
me, 2 weeks is pretty fast for how like aggressive like they were treating your skin and for
Yeah.
yeah. So it's good that it's
Hmm.
sensitive skin friendly. I'll have to
It
order
is.
a huge huge amount.
Uh-huh. Yes, coming from someone who I have the most sensitive skin ever.
Hmm.
Everything breaks me out. Everything makes me itch and just
Yeah.
always there's some sort of reaction. So I was very happy with the face mask.
You heard it here first. And you know what's so funny? I just got a notification today. We have, because we sell it in packs of five, but they just launched
Hmm.
today that we're selling it as like single packs. So I think that's like
Amazing.
super nice. So definitely we'll have to link it in the bio or link it in the description
Hmm.
for people to check it out.
Yes, for
So
sure. Everyone needs to check it out. They're incredible.
I love it. For me, one thing I've been really getting into is fan detox, which is on my thing right here. I like it because, okay, so the ingredients, one, I don't want to be, how can I say? I love that it's made in, let's see, I think it was South Korea. Let me double check. Me looking at the box. I just love that it was made in Asia. and made with amazing ingredients. So it has like
Hmm.
goji berry, persimmons, which are really good, citrus. So it's all natural ingredients. And for me, I noticed the difference on just the first use, which I
Wow.
appreciated. And I think it affected my glow. I don't know if it's just that plus the hydration or everything that I'm taking in combination, but I felt so much energy after
Hmm.
using it. My skin felt clearer. I just felt like I was glowing. So I think for mine, I've taken the inside approach, but I need to do the outside approach too. So I
Yes,
feel like if I pair
yes.
that with a face mask, I would like it. I know, a lot of people take it after like maybe they ate a heavy meal, but I was just taking it just to, have it, and
Yeah.
I'm liking the results so far. So yeah.
Yeah, that's me. I need to try that out as well.
Yeah.
Especially now summer's coming up. I
Hmm.
travel quite a lot during the summer, so I feel
Yeah.
like that'll be really good. And so
Hmm.
the packaging is so convenient for fan
Yeah,
detox, which is
for sure.
incredible.
I can even like pull it out and show. For me, yeah, it's super small. So, for
Hmm.
example, I just went to my sister's graduation in Malibu. So, for the 3 days that I was there, I just took like three.
Yeah,
And
that's
it was super
perfect.
simple. And I like that because it doesn't restrict you compared to like maybe like if you have like collagen from other companies where it's like a big old bottle and you're like, how am I going to pack this? I like
Like, oh
that.
my gosh, yes. Yeah, small
Yeah.
and fits into a suitcase, yes. Or even a
Hmm.
bag. Yeah.
Yeah. Let's talk
Yeah.
about traveling a little bit. So for you, do you get off of your routine with traveling? Do you have gut issues when you're traveling, or does your skin act up, or how does your routine change when you travel?
Right. Well, I'm a Virgo rising, so I'm pretty organized.
Wait, me too.
And oh my gosh, that makes so
I
much
didn't
sense.
know. Yes, okay, so another reason why I love Angelina.
That's amazing. Okay. So yeah, my routine, I'm pretty like strict with it. I stick
Yeah.
with it. But I do, especially during the summer, I'm
Hmm.
Armenian, and
Okay.
Armenians love weddings and
Yeah.
love birthdays. We're
Yes.
always doing weddings and you always want to be hydrated and, just looking your best.
Yeah.
So I love taking face masks with me, and I also love
Hmm.
taking things that internally kind of
Hmm.
not detox specifically, but just kind
Yeah.
of help your body. So I'm really looking forward to this summer. I have three weddings, and
Ooh.
I know I'm gonna take the Hydro Boost face mask so it can
Okay.
be. I think it'd be really good for the night before, and then you do
Okay.
makeup.
Yeah.
So your makeup is glowing. And
Yeah.
then also the NutriPack, because
Okay.
I have a wedding in Armenia. I have a
Hmm.
wedding in Rome, which is really
Ooh,
exciting. I
Italy.
know, I'm very excited about that one. So I think all that traveling will
Hmm.
definitely kind of have an impact on my body. It always
Yeah.
usually does. I always get sick, and you're
Hmm.
not always looking at what you're eating.
Yeah.
When you're traveling, you're kind of more just trying to have
Hmm.
fun. So I think a NutriPack and Fan Detox as
Hmm.
well will be really helpful in those traveling weeks and
Yeah.
days.
I love that you said that. Me too. My birthday's in the summer months, and summer is a really good time to travel. Likewise, I'm Nigerian in terms of heritage. So Nigerians, they'll find a reason to celebrate it. Even if it's a baby shower, it's like, is this for the baby or is this
Yes,
for is this for us to have a party and
for
dress
the
up and
adults.
look good? Exactly. So similarly, I tend to kind of get off of my like regularly scheduled program where I'm like, up at a certain time eating the right foods, and I'm kind of more free during the summertime. So I definitely get off of my routine for sure. So I think those are some
Hmm.
things I want to get into. For sure, I would get the face masks to kind of keep my skin
Hmm.
clear. And I love that you said that because I've seen girls like during like wedding times use it like the night before, especially the sheet masks.
Yes.
So that'll be nice to keep skin hydrated. And
Hmm.
I definitely want to take the immunity pack, as you said, just because for me, when I'm traveling, sometimes my immune system, like it does get lower. So
Yes.
I'm more prone to like maybe not feeling my best. And that could be just due to maybe being in the airport or staying up late nights or, having a
Yeah.
lot of enjoyment. But for sure, I want to try that. Another product that somebody recently told me, H500, they say they use it to remove their headaches. So if you have any migraines while
Oh.
traveling, sometimes I do that because when I'm traveling, I'm usually changing the time zone. So I'll get
Hmm.
headaches because maybe I'm up at a
Yeah.
time I'm not usually used to. So I want to
Hmm.
use that too.
Yes, no, that's
Mhm.
actually really good to know. Because when you are switching, especially America, Europe, America, it's such a heavy, it takes such a heavy toll on your body.
It does.
So yeah, the any way that you can help your body kind of recover faster is so important.
Definitely.
But yeah, my family does kind of struggle with migraines, so that's actually a really good
Oh,
product. I'll definitely be trying
yeah.
that out. Yeah.
Yeah. And I noticed that like our products help other things that even people didn't realize it helps. So it might be
Hmm.
advertised for one thing, but people like, have you tried it for this? So I'm always
Yeah.
learning new ways that people are using our products.
Wow, that's
Hmm
amazing. Yes.
hmm
I also can't wait to have my mom try out the collagen masks
Yeah.
because I think they're great for young people and older
hmm
people, and the collagen masks are just so in right now. There's such
Right.
a trend in the skincare world, so I'm really
hmm
excited for my mom specifically to try it out because she's not really into skincare like I am. So
hmm
I'm gonna get her into it for sure.
I think she's gonna love
Yeah,
it.
she'll definitely love it. Yeah.
For my parents, I think I want to get my mom into Coral Detox just so that she can kind of reset her system. I noticed that people gained energy. They felt like any supplements they took after that worked better. So I want to get her into
Hmm.
that. And then for my dad, I'll probably get him into Bileron just so like for joint issues. He's like, I'm getting older. Like I'm not the same man. And I'm like, I'm seeing people who are 60, 70 taking Bileron and jumping and running around.
Yeah.
So for sure want to get him into that.
Right. Yeah, I
Yeah.
agree. Actually, with Bileron, I want my older brother to drink it
Okay.
because he's 35, I think.
Is that
Yeah.
old to you?
No, no, no,
Okay.
no, no.
I was like,
I said older, but he's just
older.
older
Okay,
than
got it, got it, got
me. That's
it.
it. But he has knee problems, and I want him
Okay.
to take
Yeah.
just to like help him. And he
hmm
refuses to admit that he has knee problems,
hmm
probably just because that he's not
It's
old.
fine. It's fine.
Um, yeah, but I want him to take that. I think it would really help him.
I think so too. And it's good to learn all the different things that are helpful and stuff like that. I think the longer that I'm working with the company, the longer I learn just different things that we have that work together. And
Hmm.
I definitely need to take advantage of it. Sometimes when you're in our marketing world, just doing our work, and we're like, ah, I wish I could fix this. And it's like, go on your website.
Yes.
I love
Yes,
that.
agreed, agreed.
So, what inspires you most about our company, either products or maybe even internally?
Honestly, both.
Okay.
For product wise, as you said, the ingredients and how
hmm
they're made, I
Yeah.
really think they're just really good products, and also the
Right.
variety,
Right.
whether it's skincare, whether it's gut health, joint health, there's so many products for everyone and for
Yeah.
everything, really.
Yeah.
And I really love that because you don't need to kind of go searching too
hmm
much, we the products are really just such a good variety. And
hmm
internally, I as someone who grew up in LA, I'm really used to people being super warm and super nice. And when I moved to Moscow, I was having a bit of a hard time because people are a
Yeah.
bit more cold here.
Yeah.
But once I started working with the company, everyone in the company is just so nice,
They
and
are.
it felt like a little piece of LA in Moscow, which was really great.
I love it.
Because yeah, it's just really nice. Even though we work online, I do talk
Yeah.
a lot to the Russian
Yeah.
side of the company, so it's
hmm
really nice to have that bit of warmth kind of back in Moscow,
I
if that
love
makes
that.
sense. Yeah,
Yes.
and our team is just so great. Everyone's
Yeah.
always working so hard, working
hmm
well,
Yeah.
and it's just such a pleasure to work with everyone.
I agree. I
Yeah.
agree.
What about you?
For me, okay, so I'll do both like you did. In terms of products, the same. I would say the passion that our company has towards sourcing just the best ingredients because for me, it takes the guesswork out of everything. Before I would be like the research queen. Honestly, I could have a doctorate if I really wanted to with the amount of research
Wow.
I've done. No, I'm just kidding. I appreciate all the doctors who've spent like 8+ years in school. But I felt like I had to be a scientist just to understand all the different ingredients.
Hmm.
But I like here that they're the ethos, they really want to have the best ingredients. So
Yes.
that's nice. I know that whatever product I order, I'm going to be fine. I don't have to do too much extra
Hmm.
research. I'll just say, okay,
Exactly.
what problem do I have? And then I'll just click on it and it helps
Yes.
me.
Yes.
So I
Hmm.
like that. Similarly with the product side, I like the community aspect that they also help you to understand the products you're taking and there's a community wherever you need it. So for me, I like that for the
Exactly.
product side. Internally, I like that our leaders or leadership, they really help us to like whatever we kind of want to achieve. They're like, okay, let's see how we can get you there. And they care about
Hmm.
you as a person instead of just like you professionally. In America, people are working like 80 plus hours a week, and it's like, slap a band-aid on, keep going. But I appreciate that the
Hmm.
company cares about balance truly, and it's not just
Hmm.
saying it on the outside, but they care about your well-being overall. So for me, those are my favorite
Yes.
stuff.
Yes.
hmm
Yes. I 100% agree. Hmm.
So hopefully it can continue there. Oh, and another thing I appreciate is all the initiatives we do. So I know we work with For Ocean. I know we build
Hmm.
wells in Africa, following like hydration and making sure that people have access to clean water. So that's another one of my favorites.
Yes, that's so important because
hmm
not only to help yourself, but to help other people as much as you can is such an important
Right.
part of life, in my opinion. Yeah.
Honestly, and I think even in terms of marketing, so now getting into like the marketing aspect, I think
Hmm.
that's a big reason of why people choose companies. Like if you have a million choices and one is doing something for the world or the environment, I'm going to choose the one
Hmm.
that's doing something.
Exactly,
Yeah.
exactly. I agree, especially with the environmental problems that are happening right now. It's so important to help as much as you can.
Yeah, just so we can live longer. Global warming is serious.
I know the ocean as well. There's so much
Yeah.
going on with it. It's so important that
hmm
we're helping and that anybody is really helping. It's incredible, but it's also
Right.
really sad. But
Yeah,
yeah.
very sad, but at least like you feel better that you're doing or being a part of something that
Hmm.
contributes to it towards
Exactly.
making the world better instead of just like, those companies are like ocean like dumping trash or
Yeah.
whatever. So,
Yes. Yes.
yes.
Exactly. Exactly.
What are you excited about next, just in life?
In life.
hmm
I'm really excited actually within the company.
Okay.
I'm excited about the more of the social media
hmm
parts that I have. So whether it's TikTok or YouTube, just helping out more in the social media atmosphere, I really love it. And also this, I'm so excited about this. I think of people talking about their experiences and
hmm
talking about their thoughts and what they think about the products and what's important to
hmm
their health is just so important to share your experience because you never
hmm
know who can relate to you
Yeah.
and who it might help. And the internet sometimes to some people can be such a scary place, but I think
Yeah.
with things like this, it's really good because it really helps people who maybe don't have other people to talk to or
hmm
don't have the financial maybe resources to go to a doctor that will tell them, hey,
Right.
maybe do this or do that. Yeah.
Right. I'm also excited about this because kind of following what you said, it's nice to have a safe space where people can learn. And you're right, the internet can be very vicious. You might want to ask a question and people are like, you didn't already know about that, or,
Yeah.
making you feel so bad and so like
Yeah.
catty.
The Google is free and you're like,
Yeah, and you're like,
okay.
okay, I just wanted to know your
So
experience.
sorry. Yeah.
So it's nice to learn about our experiences. And even you, I obviously work with you closely on the same team, but it's good to know like the other side. And, it's different when you're working for the company, but just to see how the company helps you, it's nice. And
Mm,
to see if there's certain solutions that help us. I think the one misconception about our company is that maybe it's like for people who are a little bit older or people
hmm.
who like they're on their end and they just want something to help and then we came and we saved the day. But I kind of want to be on the preventative measure. So if I can take my
Yes.
collagen now, I will.
Hmm.
So I like
Yes.
that. I'm excited to just have these conversations and just to learn and just to
Hmm.
talk about what's important to you because I think that's important too.
Yes. Yes.
Mhm.
100% agree. So, because we have so many detox programs in Coral Club,
Mhm.
if you had to press the reset button, what would you detox first in your life, whether it's your gut, your phone, or maybe your circle?
That's a good question and something I hadn't thought about. I would say my gut is doing pretty well. Shout out to our products. So maybe I would say I'll detox my mindset. Sometimes like
Mm,
I'll have like limiting beliefs or I'll be like, I want to do this and I'll find an excuse as to why I can't. So I think right now I'm actually in the process of that, detoxing my mindset, really removing
hmm
any limitation or any barrier. It helps that like my gut's clean, so I'm not like groggy. So now that I'm thinking clearer, I think I would say my
Right.
mindset. And I think the only thing that really can stop you is really yourself. Of course, there's like
Agreed.
systems, structures. We live in the US and there's so much different things going on. But if I can just focus on what I can control, I think that will make me a happier person. So I'm gonna detox my
Yes.
mind first.
Yes, I 100% agree with that. And I'm actually kind of in the process of that as well,
Okay.
because I found since I moved to
Hmm.
from LA to here,
Yeah.
just being surrounded by a completely different mindset of people, whether it's
Right.
that they're colder, a little bit more. I don't want to say closed-minded, but just a
Hmm.
little bit, more judgmental of everyone
Hmm.
around you, it kind of makes you that way as well.
Yeah.
And I do miss the more open-mindedness and free beings of Los Angeles. So
Yeah.
I'm really trying to get back into that. And also
Mm.
honestly, because my skin is better now, I have a bit
Hmm.
more confidence
Okay.
inside. Yeah, so it's really helpful being like, oh no, I can do that, and I can
Hmm.
take the step in whether it's career, whether it's personal life.
Hmm.
It's always really helpful. So
I love
yeah.
that. And that leads to a really good question. How much would you say your environment affects your personality? Because I'll say I experienced that, where I feel like I tend to be like a bubblier, like happy person, but then depending on what environments I'm in, or even as a manager, sometimes I have to be like serious. But how much does your environment affect your personality or how you go about things?
A lot. Even for
Okay.
me, I speak three languages. So
What are
even just
they? That's
they're
so cool.
English, of course,
Yes.
Russian, and Armenian.
Amazing.
So even just speaking the different languages, each one, I feel like I'm a different person.
Yeah.
In English, I'm more extroverted. I'm more funny. Even I'm more just like a Leo, complete Leo. I'm
Yeah.
a Leo, so
Yeah.
the Leo really comes out when I speak English, and when I'm surrounded by people who do, and when I'm in LA, for sure that
Hmm.
I'm more of an extroverted person, whereas
Hmm.
when I speak Russian and I'm here, I get a
Yeah.
little shy. And I think
Hmm.
that does come from I don't know the language as
Okay.
well,
Okay.
so I get a little scared to talk. And because people here, if you make a mistake, they're like, "Oh, you don't know the language." I'm like, "No, I don't." And yes, that also just being surrounded by people who are a little bit colder makes you feel like, oh, I need to be cold too, so they'll
Right.
respect me. But that's not true.
Yeah.
And actually, when you smile, not smile at people, but like are nicer to people here,
Hmm.
they actually kind of are taken aback and want to be
Wow.
your friend, which is really
Wow.
interesting. They're like, oh my gosh, because they're not
That's
used
so
to it.
funny. Yeah.
So yeah, and Armenian. It's like a mix of two
Yeah.
of all my personalities because when I'm speaking to young people in Armenian, I'm more of the English
Yeah.
American side of being funny and extroverted. When I'm speaking to elders, I'm like, gosh, I'm not talking. You
Yeah.
talk, it's fine. Yeah, then using all the formal grammatical words. But yeah, what about you? From differences in Los
Like
Angeles, Las
culture.
Vegas, and just yeah, is there a
Oh
big
my
cultural
God.
difference?
I would say Las Vegas and LA are pretty close in that
Mm-hmm.
I would say Los Angeles though has a lot more young people, or at least where I would live, like
Mm,
Santa Monica, closer to the beach areas would be a lot more young people. So you can go on out on a Saturday or a Sunday and find like a beach workout and just join them. And I
yes.
would feel
Oh,
very extroverted. Some of my friends are into entertainment, so they're naturally extroverted. So I feel like that side of myself comes out. Vegas is a
Hmm.
little bit more like homebody. You just have your friends, they
Oh,
come
wow.
over and you drive a lot of places. And then I would say my Nigerian side, because of the culture, super extroverted. I have to be super
Hmm.
like, I can't be as like passive or like, hey, it's more
Yeah.
like you have to be on it. And then, of
Yes,
course, being
yes.
respectful of your elders when you know people. So I think going out about your life in Nigeria, you have to be like kind of very alert and very
Hmm.
extroverted so people don't take advantage of you. And then when you have your friends, you know, you're much like you, just communicating regularly. But when you have your elders, of course, you're respecting them, very like modest and how can I serve you?
Hmm.
So that's how it
Yes,
is. And
yes.
then my experience with the, I would say like the Russian European side of the company is when I first like see them, I was like, oh my God, I hope they don't hate me because their face would be like this. But when you smile, they're like the nicest people
Yes.
ever. So I'm like, oh my God, these people are just hard on the outside, but very soft, very kind on the inside.
Yes, yes, 100%.
Hmm.
The part where you said where you have to be a little bit more on it, a little bit more
Yeah.
extroverted, so no one kind of takes advantage of you. That's
Yeah.
exactly how it is here. I'm
Yeah.
really just speaking more so what I've experienced in Moscow. I haven't really been
Right.
too outside of Moscow in Russia.
Hmm.
But yeah, everyone just has like a they're never smiling, they're not talking, and you're like, oh my gosh.
You're like, oh
But
my
then
God.
as soon as you smile and you talk to them, they're like, oh my gosh. And it's
Hi.
really like,
I
yeah,
personally like it because it matches New York energy for me. And New York,
right.
okay, I think New York gets a bad rap. People say they're mean. I don't say that. I think they're direct. So, one thing I like about New
Mm,
Yorkers, they'll be on their way, kind of like face like very straight, but then they're so like kind, like they'll help you. So, they might say it in a mean way, but they have your back.
yes,
And when
yes.
you do actually engage and care, they're like, oh my goodness. And they start talking to
Yeah.
you. So, I agree.
It's my
It's
dream to go to New York.
you
I
need
need
to.
to
Okay,
go.
maybe one day we'll plan like something and then meet you in New York.
Right. Okay, perfect.
Perfect. So,
Yeah.
as we end our choral conversation, one question that we will ask at the end of each episode is, what does living well look like to you?
Amazing question.
Mhm.
I think for me, it's the wellness and health of
Hmm.
not only myself, but all the people around me, especially those who
Hmm.
I'm closest to, my
Hmm.
grandma, my mom, my dad, my siblings, just everyone to be in good health. And also, um, wellness to me kind of feels like doing what you actually truly want and
Hmm.
not listening to other people telling you how to live your life and
Yeah.
living for yourself because I think in since I come from a more Eastern culture, it really is kind of trained into you to do
Yeah.
everything for others and not so
Right.
much for yourself. And I think it's really important to take a step back and be like, okay, but this is my life. What should I do to kind
Yeah.
of make myself happy and make my future be as great as it can be?
I
Yeah.
love that.
What about
I love that.
you?
Mhm. I know I asked the question. Now I'm thinking, I would say wellness for me is living life peaceably. So that means having peace in my health, peace in my mind, peace in my interactions, and also too, I'm very family oriented. So making sure that the ones around me are doing well and are safe. Maybe I spend too much time checking on everybody, but I think really the biggest like luxury and wealth in life is community. So making sure that I'm surrounded like with a great community, but also
Hmm.
still all the while still keeping my identity, kind of like you talked about,
Yes.
and still being able to do the things that I love. I think to kind of speak to your question, that's something I struggled with as well. Because, you know, Nigeria is still in the East as well. So it's very much like this, we're going to school. I'm like, am I studying or are you studying? Like, this is our degree. Why are you doing this
Yeah.
to us? Choose this job for us. And it's like, what? So, having that balance of care while also maintaining peace. And for me, that means making decisions that I can live with, meaning that I'm being a good person. I'm living with integrity. That for me provides wellness because then I can sleep well at night and I know that I'm kind of contributing to society in a good way. So that's
Yes.
my idea of wellness.
Well said. Amazingly said. Agreed.
Thank you. Well, I think it's an amazing conversation today. I'm excited to do more of these, maybe even invite some guests to our next conversation. So, yeah,
Yes. Can't wait.
I'm excited. Until then, wishing everybody a good rest of their week.
Everyone have a great week.
Bye, guys.